Hey everyone, it's August 15th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share with French serial killer Marie Besnard, known as the Good Lady of Loudun, who may have killed more than a dozen victims beginning in 1927, and that is her right down there, and I'd like to apologize for my terrible French pronunciation. Besnard was born in western France in 1896, and as an only child didn't have many friends. Educated by nuns at a convent school, she was well known for being boy crazy, and her classmates considered her mean. In 1919, she married her cousin. Her husband died 8 years later after a bout with what was believed at the time to be tuberculosis. She quickly married again the next year to Léon Besnard. In 1939, they invited a wealthy childless couple to move in with them, who were so grateful that they named the Besnards their sole heirs. That year, the husband died from pneumonia, and 2 years later, the wife died from aortitis, an extremely rare heart disorder. They were just the first of many who knew Besnard, who had the strange habit of suddenly turning up dead. When her husband's parents inherited a great deal of money in 1940, the couple invited them to move in. Shortly after they did, her father-in-law died from eating poisoned mushrooms, and her mother-in-law followed suit 3 months later from pneumonia. Her sister-in-law allegedly committed suicide 3 months later, and Besnard's father died of a cerebral hemorrhage in 1940, growing her bank account substantially from the estates of her dead friends and relatives. Two of her elderly cousins, who also named her as their only heir, died in July of 1945 while staying with Besnard. The first apparently mistook a bowl of lye for dessert, and the other made the same mistake a week later, and we've all done that, haven't we? When Besnard discovered that her husband was having an affair, she decided to take action. The man remarked to a friend that he suspected Besnard of poisoning him, saying that she served him food from a bowl that contained a strange liquid. Shortly thereafter, he died from uremia, a symptom of kidney failure. As the bodies surrounding Besnard piled up, investigators finally took notice after her husband's death in 1947. A forensic surgeon discovered arsenic in his system, and she was arrested while other bodies were exhumed to be examined. Arsenic was found in the corpses of 13 different alleged victims, including that of her husband, and she was put on trial for their murders. Using the best science they had available at the time, doctors determined that all of the victims had been slowly poisoned by arsenic, which causes issues with the heart, kidneys, lungs, and other organs. As rich as Besnard was by this point, however, she was able to afford an excellent defense team who impeached the credibility of the doctors who testified, and the case twice ended in a mistrial. Think of it as the 1950s version of O.J.'s Dream Team. If the bottle of arsenic doesn't fit, you must acquit. The court proceedings ran from 1952 all the way until 1961, when at a third trial she was acquitted, though she didn't later write a book called If I Did It. By this point, her case was a cause célèbre in France, and public opinion had shifted in her favor. Besnard lived out the rest of her days as a free woman, dying in 1980, though most scholars believe she literally got away with murder, just like O.J. Simpson. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Marie Besnard, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.